welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Ivy, your lovely spider host, and today, I'm drawing my characters for my comic. So I've kind of been in a brain rot phase, and my brain rot phase has been, watching people rate webtoons, and, I'm just kind of, I don't know, my brain rot phase is where I want to work on my comics, I want to do something, I want to explore comic centric things because I've always wanted to work on a comic and I'm making my own. So I'm making 2 reference sheets today for my 2 kind of main characters of the comic, since it's kind of complicated to explain. So there's like side plots of like different love stories because the main character is a love goddess meddling in the lives of mortals and gods alike and making them fall in love with people they weren't supposed to fall in love with. And it's kind of complicated, but basically the love goddess is like the main character. Agape basically meddles in the love lives of mortals, and so you kind of get a peek into the mortals situations as well, and they're kind of like side plots while you kind of see how Agape reacts and how she kind of feels, so on and so forth. And basically today I'm just making reference sheets for the 2 main characters because I needed to and I want to work on my comic. So listen to my brain rot phase. You're gonna listen to my brain rot phase today. Anyways, let's get into the video. So essentially today I'm on this side of the screen because obviously my character is gonna be over there. So basically this is Agape. Agape is the love goddess and the main character of the comic, while her good friend Koros, or her soon-to-be good friend Koros, is also alongside her in the main part of the comic. She's very bitter. She's very cold. She doesn't like interacting with anybody, and I think that's just because she has her own depression issues and very big insecurities. Like, she feels like she's the worst person in the world and everybody hates her and she deserves that hate. Literally everything, she's just like, I'm gonna be a loveless love goddess because literally everybody doesn't want to date a criminal because it's kind of talked about in the comic, but she kind of offed her boyfriend. She kind of yeeted him out of existence. So I would explain a lot more about that, but it's gonna be more talked about in the comic than anything. But basically she trades, she interacts with this character. I'll show you the character eventually. I'm gonna work in reference sheets for them, but their name is Osmodius. They go by all pronouns and stuff. Osmodius basically was like, hey, if you free me, I will give you my powers of fate to change the god's fate, because like that's his powers. He can change any fate of any being, immortal or not mortal. And basically Agape was like, hey, that sounds pretty cool. I hate my boyfriend right now because he cheated on me with a mortal. And it kind of gets just really complicated because she has a lot of complex feelings about it because she loves her boyfriend, but obviously her boyfriend doesn't love her and cheated on her with a mortal. And she's heartbroken, she's bitter, and she's upset, and she takes it out in the worst way possible and basically offs her boyfriend. And Asmodeus takes her boyfriend's role as the god of nightmares. And essentially she's just, I don't know, she's really just a heartbroken person. She's a broken person trying to manage love lives of other people, even though she feels very bitter and sorrowful about her own love life. And so she tries to take that out on essentially mortals and other gods and stuff because she's really bitter and upset. And then I feel like as the story progresses, you kind of see her like complex feelings and her complex character and stuff. And it's really interesting. I particularly enjoy writing about it. I particularly enjoy talking about it. Spleen literally heard me talk about it all like last night. We were talking about characters like literally all night. Not all night, but like right before I was going to bed. And basically I was just like, I don't know, I like talking about my characters with my friends. I yap a lot. I'm apparently, according to Dove, I'm a yappy Yorkie, and that's basically my title. And I like talking about my characters because I work really hard on them. I've written a whole lot of different stuff for them. I've really enjoyed doing what I do, art-wise. And I feel confident in my abilities to like make this comic and make it good and kind of write out everything because I've been practicing my writing for years. I've been basically crafting like this narrative or this particular story for like I think since like 2020, like since 2021, because I was dealing with my own stuff and I just needed to really like a project to indulge myself in and keep focus on to kind of get me through a really tough time. And I really am excited for this. I feel like I've mentioned this on my channel before, but I really love just drawing Agape and all my characters and stuff, and it's my favorite thing to do. I like talking about them. And as you can see, I really love Agape's like design. Like I made it really intricate, like the little ornate kind of dress thing, and I like the little rose details because if you don't know, a little tidbit about Agape, she was born from a field of roses. Basically, her mama was like, so there's another character. She has an older cousin named Porcelain. Porcelain is the goddess of dreams and sleep, and Porcelain basically inspired Agape's mom to essentially make Agape. And Agape's mom is Amara. Amara can create life because her mom could create life, so it's like a kind of passed down thing. Most gods on the planet can create life in Elverain, but there's some that can't, some that can. Specifically, Amara was like, I want a child now because my half brother has a wonderful, beautiful baby girl. I want a beautiful baby girl, and I'm gonna name her after motherly love. And basically, Agape was born. She basically took a bunch of roses and made her into a being, and she is the pride and joy of her mother, even though she's done pretty nefarious things. She is still very loved by her mother. Her mother tries to guide her on the right path, but Agape's just kind of, she's a little stubborn. she has resting bitch face most of the time. She's very cold, just straight up, just like, I hate everyone, I hate myself. And I don't know, she's very complex, and I really love her, and I hope I can write her pretty well. So I think I've been writing her pretty well, so I have it all planned out basically. So that's coming soon. I've just had brain rot. I'm testing out some things. I'm making reference sheets. I'm making expression sheets. I'm getting the general idea for stuff. And then this handsome little gremlin, this is Koros. Koros is the god of chaos and destruction, and he is a hot, stinking mess. So, essentially, Koros notices, like, hey, Agape's doing some meddling things, and I'm interested in that. I want to watch the meddling, because he finds meddling entertaining. Again, he's the god of chaos, like, why would he not like to meddle? So essentially, he's just like, I sense discord, and I came as fast as I could. Like, he's like, I sensed meddling, and he's like, I'm here now. So Koros is basically a chaotic, mildly corrupted person. So like, he does things that obviously shouldn't be done, but he enjoys doing them because he's a little menace. But he isn't as harmful as a lot of people think he is. Like, sometimes people just take offense to what he finds funny. Specifically, there is this one time, and it will be mentioned in the comic. So, Koros has a brother named Pyralis, and he also has a sister Noir. And, basically, Koros noticed that his brother had a big fat crush on another god named Cinera, and Cinera is a sweet innocent baby. He doesn't know what he's doing half the time. He's very naive. And Koros played a big mean trick and was like, hey, how about we create a being together? As in, like, let's just create like a life form together, and I'll put my touch on it, you put your touch on it. And so freaking Cinera makes the most pretty little flower nymphs, and he loves his little nymphs. He likes making little nymphs. It's his favorite little guys. And Chorus is like, I give my blessing to them, and essentially his blessing was cursing them to either fall in love with some. I guess it's not fall in love with somebody, but basically they're forced to either eat mortal flesh, like they're forced to eat mortal flesh, or be cursed in eating the loved ones that they find, like basically their romantic partners. They're forced to eat their life force, whether they like to or not. They basically feed off of love and stuff, but basically it just drains the life force of the people that they fall in love romantically with, and basically it makes their romantic partners very, very sick. And the only way to kind of like dilute the curse is basically to either eat mortal flesh or date another nymph. So the nymphs are either dating each other or eating mortal flesh to have lovers, and there's no in between. So it's very vaguely mentioned in the comic because Cinera is also in the comic, and so is Pyralis, and also some nymphs, specifically my OC Kiva and her lovely significant other Everix. Because like, I guess the best way to explain it is that there's a lot of like interesting character dynamics and stuff. Specifically, Avrix and Kiva. Like, Avrix is a bisexual little gremlin. He has dated men and women before, but Kiva is pansexual and literally would date anybody. And they're little gay goblins together. Like, they're like, ooh, look at that hot lady over there, look at that pretty lady, and then they're both like, oh wait, you're kind of hot too. It's like the yo, but it I'm being silly, but basically there's a lot of like character ships and a lot of different dynamics within the comic where you see different romantic partners, you see different ship dynamics, and it's really fun. There's going to be mainly 3 love stories within the comic, so there's 3 different love stories, and I had to shorten my comic because I was like, most comics only last for like 3 seasons. They don't last for like they don't like, there's not that many seasons in a comic, or there's not that many like separate like big books about them, because like it's usually like a trilogy book, and that's basically what I'm saying. Like, the seasons are going to be long, but like I was originally planning 5, but I made 2 separate comics for 2 of the love stories within it because I like writing love stories, unfortunately, so a lot of people are gonna have to deal with my sappy romance. But yeah, essentially that's kind of where I'm at. These are the lovely character sheets, and I hope you have a wonderful time. Let's get to the end of the video. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, of course. And I really appreciate and love all you guys. I hope you are enjoying my OC content because I kind of want to focus on that. I will still do fandom content. It's just I like talking about my characters, and I would rather focus on something that I enjoy doing. Even though I do like fandom content, it takes me time, and I kind of get burnt out from fandom content. I like doing mainly my OC stuff. So basically, I'm working more on OC stuff, and you guys are gonna have to deal with it. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I will be posting a little surprise later. So there's a little surprise, and you kind of get to see a glimpse into what I'm planning for some of my other comics, or some of my other storylines, because I figured out a way, and it's all thanks to my friend Swain. I figured out a way to make specifically 2 different stories. So I wanted them to be somewhat mildly interactive, kind of like how you see Markiplier, like a heist with Markiplier, or like what is the space one? In Space with Markiplier, kind of like an interactive, like choose your own adventure thing, but on YouTube. So basically, the idea is, I'm kind of making it a YouTube comic format. It's kind of interesting. And Spleen, thank you for giving me that genius idea, because Spleen is doing something specific where they're making their own comic kind of deal. I was really interested in it, so I'm definitely gonna support them. But basically, you guys get to see stuff as I work on it. I probably will show it on stream. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.